Life tenancies have been around for over 40 years and they're a great investment for buyers who are looking to buy a property investment, maybe not looking for income because there's no income. They are properties that are sold at a discounted price to the investor, and they have the opportunity of making a capital gain when they get vacant possession, when the life tenant, who is, by the way, responsible to fully maintain and insure the property, and when the tenant passes away or moves to long-term care, that's when the capital gain and the vacant possession is made. Life tenants have been a great investment over a long period of time. As I say, they've been going for over 40 years, and the big investors who've invested in them have made average returns of well in excess of 10%, throughout 10% per annum over a long period of time. A lot of people like life tenancies as an investment because there is no income. That might sound a little odd, but they're interested in the capital gain. And it's almost like having your rent up front. So if you're buying a property that's, say, valued at £300,000 vacant, and you're buying that with a tenant, perhaps at 150 or 180, it's all dependent upon their age, you've effectively got 150 or 120,000 pounds of income up front. During the life tenancy, there is no income, but the life tenant is responsible to maintain and to insure the property. And I've often been surprised and pleased how well life tenants maintain properties. You'll often find you'll get a call from a life tenant saying, properties where I manage, and they'll ask, can we possibly change the windows? Can we put a new kitchen in? So you're having your property improved straight away. I just actually sold one last week where the new life tenant is going to spend £50,000 on improvements. So what a delight for the investor. One of the questions I often get asked is, can life tenancies be mortgaged? And the answer is, generally speaking, no. So they really are a cash purchase. If you're thinking about life tenancy as an investment, feel free to give us a call. Any of my colleagues or myself will be delighted to have a chat with you and give you an initial idea of what's involved. So I just agreed a sale last week of a property down in Sussex, £450,000 vacant. The life tenant, a lady she's only 62, so she's quite a young life tenant, so the property is very discounted. And the property's been sold for £172,000 against a £450,000 vacant possession price. So very nice for the investor. And in this particular one, the lady's going to spend £50,000 refurbishing. She's going to put a new kitchen in and various other works. And the local agents tell me with the works that's going to be done, it's going to be worth close to £500,000. For £172,000, that's a great buy, even though it may well be a long-term investment, but that's a very nice opportunity for the investor. When properties become vacant, most investors tend to dispose of the property and make their capital gain, although some do keep them for rental investment. A recent example would be a property we had that came vacant. It was purchased almost exactly 6 years ago, and it was purchased at £85,000. So it was sold at £180,000, which meant that the investor doubled their money in a period of 6 years. And that's just an average example. And I've got some that are a lot better than that, but that's a realistic example of one that just came vacant and was just sold. A lot of the life tenants are in situations where they have limited budget, and allowing them to be a life tenant really gives them a lot of advantage of living in an area they really want to be. Perhaps an example would be, rather than living in a one-bedroom flat above a fish and chip shop, they can actually end up for the same amount of money buying a house in a nice location and living out their life where they really want to be, perhaps close to family.